Why do I want to video you?
Yeah.
I don't want to video you. I think everybody else here wants to see you. They don't want to see me. I just crazy Farang want to live in Thailand.
Am I crazy Thai? Live in Bangkok.
Crazy Thai, live in Bangkok. Want to have relationship with Farang. Crazy Farang. Oh my God, we're all crazy. Anyway, hello again, good to see you guys and girls, not the thing, and we usually open it, don't forget down here there's a subscribe button. Oh, and on the flip side, like if you want to, like tell me how to run my channel and so give me all the shit that people do, there's a button down there you can quickly unsubscribe. That doesn't worry me in the slightest. I really only want to speak to people on my channel who want to get some sort of value about our life in Thailand, right? People who want to sort of tell me how to live my life, well, just fuck off, really. Yeah, so now that I got that little rant out of the way, I have to be a little bit dead set serious. Like I've had a few people sort of, querying the whole thing about, the Farang pays for everything. After coming up to 9 years of a relationship, don't you think I've actually considered all those negativities in my life? Right? I choose to be here. I choose to set a budget. I choose to sort of, support a family here, which is, I honestly, look, if you have a problem with that, I think you've got a problem bigger than my channel. Right, seriously, right, I have no idea where people come off thinking the fact that, like everybody should pay their own way, right? They do. Mother pays for her stuff, father pays for his stuff. Shania, well, she's still looking to set up her salon, but when she works and makes a bit of money, right, she pays her way, right? Rightfully enough, I chose to pay my way, right, and that included paying my way for me and her, right? Don't people actually have compassion in this world anymore? It really sort of beats me why these people come off thinking the fact that, like people, like the Thais are here, right, and got their hands in my pockets. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, right? I choose to help out, right, in a number of ways. I choose to have mother living in the house with us, right? Now this is just something that I chose, right? Mother is always concerned about the fact that she's encroaching on our space, and I have to continually pacify her that it is perfectly alright. She's a good cook, right? She takes care of all the housework, right? And like she's the next best thing to a maid, right? Which I seriously do not have to pay for. She has her own room, and it works perfectly alright. It's well within my budget. I don't know where people come off thinking the fact it's a hand in pocket situation. Seriously. So darling, now you tell me, right, when I talk in English, do you prefer me to talk like a real Australian and like when I lived in Sydney and talked to all the boys and the girls and in that sort of language? Do you prefer that language, or do you prefer the way I talk to you now, where I use simple words and simple phrases? What do you think? What do you like better? Simple talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
She prefers the simple talk, right?
Yep.
Now she is gradually learning to grasp more of the subtleties of the English language as we go on, right? But it's something when you don't live in the language, right? The subtle nuances of the English language, with all the prepositions, suppositions, and all the grammatical sort of clauses we have invented over the last 500 years. It's beyond the Thai language. It's not part of the Thai language. Just another bit of a rant, right? People sort of, have this issue about the way I talk to my girl. No, she prefers me to talk to that way. That way we don't have a communication breakdown, right? I simplify what we talk about so that we don't add all the fluff that the English language has, right? it keeps things simple. This is actually how the Thai language works. It is pretty much, I want that, I want this, I like that, I like this. No fluff. So again, you people who have this an issue of me and the way I talk down, no, I do not talk down to my girl. I talk in a language that she understands so that there is a minimum of a language problem. Right? So again, just get a grip of yourself, guys. Right? When you're going to have these sort of problems, right? I'm just going to have to start going and clubbing people on the head. Seriously. I prefer not to do that. I prefer people to take an honest approach and look. This is me living in a foreign country. It's not my girlfriend living in Australia, right? I am choosing to blend in to the language, the culture, the way things happen here in Thailand, right? When other people come to this country, I think they should do the same. These, of course, my thoughts, but I believe there's a lot of people out there would agree with me, right? The term "when in Rome, do as the Romans do." Well, it works for Thai as well, guys. Right? When in Thailand, do as the Thais do. So anyway, let's get back to the whole, channel idea and what our channel is. I did do a recent update to the channel introduction to new people. I live in Thailand. Right? I chose to live in Thailand. I sold up, got rid of everything. I was married to a very nice girl, right? But seriously, for the 20 years that we were together, right, I paid for everything, right? Yes, she had a job, a couple of jobs in that 20 years, right? And she did a couple of other sideline types of jobs as well, to do with, like house cleaning and things like that. But honestly, our lifestyle was funded by my wages and my salary, right? Didn't really complain until the very end of the 20 years that it was a problem, right? This is what I was brought up to think, right? The father or the husband of the family was the one who went out and worked and did all the 9 to 5 or the 8 to 6 sort of work. Whereas the woman sort of did the housework and kept the family unit together. Our daughter really appreciated from having her mother at home, teaching her the subtleties of life, the sort of the things that sort of we tend to offload onto third parties these days. It's for convenience. Right, and look at where the world has gone because of these sort of thinking processes over the last 20 to 30 years. It has really gone to shit, in my opinion, right? Because nobody takes responsibility for the family unit. It's just something you pay for, right, and get it over and done with. It's somebody else's problem, No, we chose to do it the old school, like the old school way, where one earning the income, the other one staying at home, earning a bit of extra money, maybe, right? This system sort of works, right? It's worked for 10,000 years, basically. It's only in the last 30 to 40 years that we seem to want to change those types of paradigms. And look at the shit that the fucking world is in now, like, seriously. I can't help but swear. I'm really just sort of so over this crap sometimes, right? Nobody really takes 5 minutes out of their freaking busy life to look at the shit that the world has become, right, in the last 30 to 40 years, right? And I believe it starts at home, right? Bringing your children up properly, right? Getting them to sort of understand morals and values and etiquette, right? That's how we brought our daughter up, right? And she's very well adjusted, right? She's got a degree in psychology. She's working as a sort of personal assistant in a money management firm or something. She's got her whole career sorted out for herself because she's one of those kids that was taught all the right things in her life. I come to Thailand, right? I did divorce and we settled our divorce amicably between the two of us without lawyers, right? Because that's the sort of people we are. Everybody's happy. right? And in so saying that everybody's happy, you know, she's living in England with her new boyfriend. I'm living in Thailand with my new girlfriend, right? And I don't know whether they plan to get married, but at some stage in the future, when I understand a bit more of the subtleties of Thai culture, we will get married. I did mention in the last video that there are some difficulties that we have to experience or have to undergo or have to just settle for that really, in my mind, you know, this is the 21st century, guys. Why don't people just fucking wake up and leave the whole gender fucking paradigm out of everything, right? If she lived in Australia, right, if she could, you know, get to Australia and live in Australia for 4 years, I could get a passport for her, right, we could get her fully recognised legally as female, right, under Australian law, right, but of course, you know, she couldn't do without a family for 4 years. And then she would have to sort of give up her Thai nationality as well, because as soon as she wanted to get her Thai nationality or passport, you know, changed, you know, she'd have to basically forego the passport and then become an Australian citizen, right? Thailand don't support dual citizenship, so she'd have to sort of, you know, give up her citizenship, and she would never be able to sort of be classified as a Thai again, right? So we just have to deal with the sort of problems that we have to deal with when it comes to relationships, right? I don't believe that I'm ranting about this. I just think the world should just frickin' grow up, because it is starting to really just wear the whole world down. The crap that's going on in America with all these bathroom laws. Like, we're human beings. You gotta have to pee somewhere, right? I'm sure that people don't really want to see people pee. Right? I really can't understand that shit sometimes. She's no idea what I'm going to be talking about.
Him say about me or not?
No, I'm talking about
Sure.
about in America for LGBT rights, right? Bathroom laws. Men cannot go into the female bathroom. Women cannot go into the men's bathroom. Transgenders cannot go in either bathroom. Oh my God! You know, like, seriously. You got a freaking American president over there who's the biggest fucking wally and who was born this side of the black stuff. And he's about to fucking declare World War III against some fucking small fucking tit-pot nation because they chose to fucking use some science and build bombs. Yeah, I know he's a bit unstable, but seriously. It's just like poking the fucking hornet's nest, seriously. But look, I don't want to get political on this crap. I think the whole sort of, you know, Trump is about to sort of break down the whole democratic system in America. The Australian system will probably follow suit because, you know, they're so far indebted into Americans' back pocket. Look, Australia's more in somebody's back pocket than fucking my Thai family is in my pocket. Seriously, you know. Yeah, you can pick on my channel if you want. You can stay around. Like, if it just gets too much for me and sort of look at all this freaking negative shit that you guys throw out, right? I'll just start banning shit, you know. And I really don't have the time for it. I'm having the time of my life. Really, the only negative side of the whole Thailand thing is looking at the fucking wallies on my channel that want to have their 2 cents and tell me how to live my life. Nobody in Thailand's telling me how to live my life. My family is not telling me how to live my life. My Thai family, that is. Right? Seriously, you guys. I think you just need to wake up and smell the roses. Right? Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe it's the fact that you just wish you were sort of in this sort of position where you didn't have to get up at 9 o'clock every morning. Get up at 6 o'clock every morning to turn up to a job you hate, right, at 9 o'clock and work for somebody else's dream. Well, if that's what you choose to do, that's what you've chosen to do, right? It's not like that system was broken from the start. That's a system that's been around for thousands of years, right? If you chose to ignore the system and think you were going to change it, what are you doing to change it? That's the big question, right? Here's some clues, right? From the age of 18, when you first start work, putting 15% of your net income away in something you do not touch, right? Do that, right? Invest that money in sort of, solid companies, solid shares, share market trading, even sort of fixed term, fixed interest investments, right? You can break the cycle. Yeah, you're going to have to do the 30-year cycle, right, to break out of it, because that's what's happened with the Western society. You need to take care of yourself. Don't expect the governments of the world, right, to look after you, because, mate, they have a 3-year tenure in their seat. They pander to the majority of people who are the people who don't think for themselves and expect the governments of the world to think for themselves, to think for them. Right? And they just end up, they just complain when it doesn't work for them, right? But are they voting for the right people? Like the systems in place for this, for the whole, election of your people that govern you. I don't know. Like, are you really thinking about how that system works? I know it was taught to me when I was at school. The whole idea of the political system and how it works. I've never liked it, but it's sort of, in Australia, it's one of the better systems around the world. But look, again, so I'm getting off track here. I just wanted us to say hi, guys. It's Thursday night. It's Friday night. We're at Big C. I'm probably going to have maybe Japanese tonight. I don't know yet. We haven't made up our mind. Right, I haven't brought her out to the shops, Big C shops here. She just loves these markets. And I was just trying to think of something to say. Well, it was just really about, topping off the last video where we talked about the visa, we talked about, investments, I've just recently sort of, watched the fact that people complain that we don't, we're always going to markets, we're always going to the shops. So we run a series of, get out of Bangkok and go and see things like Ayutthaya and Suphanburi, and look at my view counts over the last week to 2 weeks, and they've completely dropped off. So obviously people don't want to see that shit. I actually like doing it. I like going out to these places and looking at the Thai heritage. I would like to be a bit more informative in the videos, but 9 times out of 10, it's only after going there do I actually get a chance to come back home and spend a couple of hours online, getting familiar with what I've just seen, which doesn't work for making sort of videos on the fly. But as I said, this is the way it works. This is my channel. If you like what we're doing, if you like our casual attitude to life, the way we sort of get around the markets, go shopping, living as Thais live. Now there are other channels out there that live, they want to live and be their nationality in the places they choose to frequent. There's the resort, or not so much resort area, the holiday areas, like you've got Pattaya, and you've got Phuket, and you've got Hua Hin, you've got Chiang Mai, which is really the retirement haven for British, American, and Australians, because the weather is a little bit more complementary to what they've been used to. But out of the 65 million people in Thailand, 10 million of them live in Bangkok or the Bangkok area. So this is what Thais prefer. They prefer the connectivity of family, the hustle and bustle, and this is where we've chosen to live at the moment. And these things will change over time. The whole idea is the fact that, if you want to know things, what have I experienced, I'm going to try to branch into the whole idea of answering these questions, but I still haven't worked out the best format for that, and how we're going to do that. Do I do live broadcasts? Do I do a sort of sit-down Q&A inside the house? It's not been my style. I suppose I can change that, but I just don't know what the best style is. I just like to, like I'm doing here, talk off the cuff. This is what's happening in our life at this point in time, and not think about it. Just talk off, give you that as best as we can, the uncut, unfiltered, in this case, a bit of a rant about how Thailand, how you guys are on our channel. If you don't like it, as I said, just that button over there, just click it and say unsubscribe. You don't have to hear from me again. If you want to tell me how to live my life over here, well, you're not going to, you're just talking to the wrong person. right? I've had 8 years experience preparing for this, right? And I am absolutely having zero qualms about my decision. So there you have it, right? Everything's within my budget, right? I don't know if anybody actually understands what budgeting is, right? But it is a key foundational aspect of Western society, or any society, right? If you live outside your budget and borrow money from banks at sort of exorbitant interest rates, right, you're never ever going to get the chance to retire early or retire at all, right? The best thing you need to focus on, guys, is zero debt, right? Once you break that debt cycle in your life, you can control your life. That's it. Anyway, look, enough of me, enough for a channel, update again. I'm not going to put this as a primary channel update. This is just going to be some of my once in a blue moon rant videos, because, honestly, I think some of you guys just simply do not have a fucking clue. Sit in front of your TVs, with your remote controls, and that's it. That's your life, right? It's not mine. I don't even watch TV. Anyway, guys, catch you later, darling. Bye. Say again.
Bye.
Bye. Don't you think she's cute? I love you, darling.